Hello, and welcome to another episode of Anxious at Bedtime.
A special episode because it's my birthday.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Technically, I think my birthday is the day after this comes out, but still.
By the way, that's Monica.
That's
Whose
me.
birthday it's going to be.
And that's Cash.
Oh, I'm Cash.
He's
That's
Cash.
me.
And this is Anxious at Bedtime.
The podcast.
We're probably fine.
So, welcome everybody. If you haven't been here before, what we like to get started with is a little bit of catch up. And I don't have any, though.
No.
So, I just mentioned that for fun.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. I have a small bit of ketchup, and I hope,
Ooh.
I hope my grandma's okay with me sharing this, but the house I grew up in is haunted. And
There we go. That was the catch up.
That's it. No. Recently, my sister moved out, and since she left, it's like the ghosts are upset, and things have ramped up a little bit, and my grandma has started, hearing things, hearing, somebody walking around the house, and nobody's there.
They might not be upset. They might just be bored. No, there's
Maybe.
nothing else going on. It's just a couple of old folks.
Yeah.
Like, there's fucking nothing. Let's party.
Yeah, let's party. Some self-entertainment. But we might talk more on that in the future, because I'm trying to convince my grandma to be our first guest and share her experiences, So if you're watching this on YouTube, which, by the way, there is an accompanying YouTube video, put in the comments, let us hear your stories, Robin, and pressure her into being a guest.
Tell Robin she better let us do it because
Share your stories.
she better be a participant because it's fun,
Yeah,
right?
Nana.
Ah, okay. How about that?
How about that? So, like we alluded to, today is a special episode because we're talking about scary games.
Oh,
And we figured what better way to do that than to have a little haunted slumber party, which is why we're in pajamas.
oh,
So, thank you for joining our slumber party.
yeah. Thank you. And welcome to the slumber party. Let's get started.
Tonight's episode involves paranormal games and rituals that some people believe can invite strange or unsettling experiences. We're sharing these stories for entertainment and discussion purposes only, not as encouragement to play. If you choose to participate in any game mentioned, you do so entirely at your own risk.
But still tell us about it.
Please. Some doors are probably better left unopened. But if you open them, like Cash said, let us know.
Yeah. Let us know what door, how it opened, what you did with that open door.
Our first game is called Red Door, Yellow Door.
We got a kind of red door right now.
It is kind of red.
Not a yellow door though.
Have you heard of it?
No, but I do like red and yellow, red and yellow, red and yellow.
You do. It's also known as Doors of the Mind or Black Door, White Door.
If you would have said Doors of the Mind, I know that one.
Do you?
Yeah, tell me more about it, though.
This game seems to be born from the internet with no real historical ties besides creepypasta. Like we've kind of talked about before, there's something so intriguing to me about something being born of the internet and I don't know, I feel like it's made to create more fear, right? Like creepypasta stuff, that's the whole purpose, is to scare people.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I feel like it has this manifestation behind it of this is gonna be fucking scary. This is gonna get under your skin, that I think gives it so much power.
Exactly. And like
Yeah.
we've talked about in the past, what if there is some truth to people manifesting this stuff? Like the amount of people that believe in it
Yeah.
creates it.
Exactly.
It being that internet creepypasta, absolutely, that lore just makes it so much more fun because people created this monster
Exactly.
just by thinking. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I love it. So to play. Ooh,
Oh, it's an actual play?
kind of.
Well, I went to one of those before. I'm
No.
out.
You'll need 2 people and space to lie down. That's it.
Bingo, bango.
Bingo,
Bongo.
bango.
Got it.
Bing, bing, bong.
No. Different thing.
To start, you'll need to decide who will be the guide and who will be the participant.
I'll participate.
Yeah? So I'd be your guide?
Well, yeah, because I'm very lazy. I don't want to guide somebody.
I'd
Oh.
kind of want to be the guide, but I would be a good... I mean, I'd kind of want to be the participant, but I would be a good
You
guide.
would be a good guide.
Yeah, thank you. So the guide will sit down with their legs crossed
See, I can't even do that.
and place a pillow in their lap. Then the participant needs to lie down with their head on the pillow.
We already do this, so we're halfway there.
Halfway there, yeah. That's movie watching position. Then the participant needs to close their eyes and raise their hands in the air, fully stretched.
Never mind. I already said I was lazy. Think that's a lot of work for a game.
To hold your hands up?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, maybe I could do it. Who knows? What's next?
While they do that, the guide needs to massage the participant's temples
I'm
while
back in.
saying, red door, yellow door, any other color door. Red door, yellow door, any other color door. And you just chant that. This will cause the participant to fall into a trance. Once they fully slip into a trance, a bunch of doors or rooms will appear before them. Only after they see the doors can they lower their arms, which signals to the guide that they are ready for the next step. At this point, the game has officially begun. The guide will then need to start asking questions and make the participant describe their surroundings and what they're seeing. You can ask questions such as, are you in a room? Describe this room. What color are the doors? How do you feel about the yellow door? Or if they see a red door, the red door, you know?
Yeah.
The guide's questions are very important because it kind of fuels the participant through this.
Yeah, it's like those books you like. Hey, if you choose this scenario, turn
Yeah.
to page 42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The participant could see a long hallway lined with doors. They could see something like a house, a normal house with rooms. They could be in a field with like one single door. There are a lot of options as long as there are rooms or doors.
Yeah, it's all in their mind.
Yeah.
They create it.
There are some rules. If you see another person, never interact with them, even if you recognize them. If you see a room with a clock in it, do not enter that room. Clocks can trap you in this realm. Which I think that's really interesting because if you remember, it's this whole thing that when people are lucid dreaming, they try to go up to people and ask, what time is it?
Yeah, try to
And-
break it.
Yeah, and that makes the people in your dream like supposedly freak out and kind of get mean sometimes. So it makes me wonder, like, is this somehow connected with lucid dreaming? And why are clocks so important?
It could be, again, like I've said before on other episodes of the podcast, with time not being linear, to be so focused on time, you know that that person's out of place. They're not supposed to be here if they're thinking
Mm.
about time.
That's fair.
That person's not supposed to be here if they think about time. Time's not linear. So that would make sense.
Yeah.
That person's not supposed to be in this dimension. They don't understand it. Yeah. It's a
That-
quick telltale way.
But then how does that explain you can't go into a room if there's a clock in the room? It's your dream trying to trap you?
So basically, yeah, if you go into the room where there's a clock, it automatically ends it because you acknowledge that it's not part of. Or, like, when you go into a room with a clock on it, it automatically takes you from where you're in a different dimensional type thing, like that REM type sleep,
Mhm.
back into you're in your human consciousness.
And that's interesting too
It
because
removes you from the dimensional.
a lot of the
dimension.
stories I was seeing were people saying like they looked at a clock and they felt themselves getting drawn in almost like in a trance, and it took a lot of effort to look away from the clock, maybe because humans are so fixated on what time is it.
That linear
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Hmm.
So they see that clock and it takes them out of the situation they're in, and that's why.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
For the rest of the rules, if you come across stairs, never go down them, but it's okay if you go up them.
Oh, so you can get exercise, but not fucking okay.
No, people get trapped if they go downstairs.
Yeah, most people don't like going to the basement of places anyway, so that
That's
makes
fair,
sense.
yeah. Light-colored doors and rooms are safer than dark-colored ones, typically. Sometimes that's not accurate, so be careful entering any room, any door, but typically that's the way it goes. If at any point you find yourself trapped, you have to immediately wake yourself up. If you die in the game, you will die in real life. If you see a man in a suit, End the game immediately.
I
But-
like dressing in suits, though. What if it's me in a mirror?
End the game. Don't take the chance.
Oh, so I gotta fucking dress down for a game.
Yeah.
Huh.
But be careful because some people say even just looking at the man, he can put you in a trance.
Well, that's not good, I guess.
Yeah. And finally, if the participant seems trapped or stuck, the guide needs to shake them as hard as they can until they wake up. That's why you should never play alone. This game scares me the most because I'm worried I'll accidentally play it by myself. I
Just
tell
thinking about it while you're laying in bed. Like,
Exactly.
How does that work? How am
Yeah.
I gonna do it?
picturing door, yeah. Oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna be long asleep by then.
Yeah. And I tell Cash all the time, I often feel like I'm trapped in my dreams and it takes a lot of effort to wake up. I don't know why it happens, but especially when you're at work. I want to wake up and I'll kind of wake up and then fall back asleep and it's kind of really scary sometimes. I don't know if it is some sort of lucid dreaming. I do have a history of lucid dreaming when I was a child. I don't think I do it now. I don't know. But I do often feel like I'm stuck in my dreams. And remember one time, I think we've talked about this before, you woke me up. It was one of those really scary ones where I felt like I couldn't wake up and you woke me up. And I was like, why'd you wake me up? And you're like, I just felt like I needed to wake you up.
I've done that quite a few times.
Yeah, it was really weird. But so because of all of that, a game where you could accidentally end up trapped, and what if I accidentally start playing it? I don't know. That's scary to me.
Yeah, I get why you'd be scared. Only advice I got is just don't. Don't play it.
I'll try my best.
If you're like red door, yellow door,
That's
like,
fair.
Oh, never mind.
I wonder if the chant is important because I definitely wouldn't fall asleep saying a chant or rubbing my temples, but
It's true. You don't rub your own temples. You make
Yeah.
me do that.
I do.
So for sure, I'm not gonna do that while you pass out to a game.
Yeah.
Eh.
That's another reason why I think I would be okay being the guide is because it scares me a little bit.
See, I don't know if I could be the participant. I got ADHD. I'd forget what I was chanting.
I know. You'd be hard to put under.
Hello,
yeah.
red and yellow. Yeah, that'd be terrible.
So, how many lights on and would you play?
Oh, all the lights are off, and I was playing the whole time you were reading.
Oh, so
It
you
didn't
would
work
play
on
it?
Here. Huh?
You would play it?
Yeah, I'd play that one.
Okay. I don't know if I would. It seems like, I don't know. It seems simple. I like that.
All right.
But you could get stuck, and I don't like that. That's scary, like I said.
Look, we've been watching this show where they got stuck, but they keep getting to fucking teleport out. So it could be like that, where you get stuck and then you teleport out.
La Brea. That's the show.
Yeah, La Brea.
Yeah.
La Brea.
Highly recommend. So good so far.
It is pretty dang good.
Yeah.
There's some goofy ass parts, but
Oh, yeah. It's big time goofy, but it's good. The premise is good. Our second story is the Midnight Game.
I've been to midnight.
You have a time or two.
I stayed up till then once last week, I believe.
You did.
Pretty proud.
So, what you'll need to play this game is a paper and something to write with,
I've heard of those.
a needle, candles and something to light the candle with, salt, and a wooden door
What's the door for?
to open and close.
All right.
Yeah. To play the game, you'll need to write your name on the paper, then carefully prick your finger with the needle and put a drop of your blood onto the paper as well.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
They're testing me for diabetes at the same time.
No. No, I don't like that you're sealing it with your blood. I don't know, it feels like you're binding yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't like that part about it either. That doesn't make no. That's a no for me, player.
Yeah. Then you light the candle, place the paper in front of the wooden door on the floor, and at midnight you knock 22 times on the door.
I would lose count so fast.
I would too, oh my gosh. And some people say that the 20-second knock has to be at the stroke of midnight, but not everybody said that, so I don't know, try both.
How many people have told us each?
I didn't keep track. Then you open the door, blow out your candle, close the door, and immediately relight your candle. The game has begun.
It's a lot of work to start a game.
It is a lot of work.
Then what do you have to do to actually play it?
This is, yeah, I'll get there in a second, but this is definitely not a low effort game, and I think that's why I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. because it does get worse. So after that, basically the name of the game is survive until it ends, and it doesn't end until 3:33 a.m. The only way you can end the game is to make it to 3:33.
I could do that pretty easy.
I don't think you could.
Some days.
Some days, yeah. And you can't turn on any lights, you can't leave the house, and you cannot go to sleep before the game is over. If you do any of that, you lose. Oh, and also, you can't stay in one spot. So you can't like hang out in bed and read like by the candlelight. You have to be moving.
Just walking in circles.
Yeah, something.
What if you get a treadmill?
Ooh, I don't know if that
You
would
just walk on a
count.
treadmill for like, it was from 12:22.
From midnight.
Yeah. So midnight to 3:33. Yeah, 3.5 hours, dude. You just walk on a treadmill. Fucking hella exercise. You're good.
That would be a lot of exercise.
Yeah,
I do
you get off
wonder.
and then you go do some push-ups, a pull-up, and then you go get on the fucking elliptical. What's up?
Yeah,
Home gym it.
home gym it. Force you to keep motivational.
This is a game of fitness. It wasn't a game for paranormal. People were like, how do we get the creepy fucks to exercise?
And it works.
I
Yeah.
might play now if I didn't have to stab my. That's why they want you to stab your finger too for the fucking diabetes. This is a
It's just
rude ass game. I dissected this, guys. You're welcome.
It's just a health assessment
This is bullshit.
created by Big Pharma,
Mini pharma.
Mini Pharma. Okay. If
Mhm.
for any reason your candle goes out, you have to relight it as soon as possible within 10 seconds.
Can I just be carrying like a torch around?
I think that's allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be on a fucking treadmill with a blowtorch.
Yeah. And your candle.
Oh, I
Okay.
have to hold the candle.
If you do it, I think
Oh shit!
Well,
I don't
you-
know about this treadmill.
you have to relight it in 10 seconds. So
Well, if I set it right in front of the treadmill, though.
maybe. But if you do it, you like dress up like Scrooge, with your little candle
Yeah.
on the treadmill.
I'm not wearing a nightgown now.
You should with
Oh,
the
for
little
sure
hat.
not. No.
But yeah, so if your candle goes out, you have 10 seconds to relight it. And if you can't do it in that time, there is a backup. You take salt and form a salt circle around yourself. Very supernatural.
Very much. Very warm smashers.
Yeah. But if you do that, the caveat is you have to stay in the circle for the rest of the game. The game's not over.
And you have to move within that circle.
I don't think you have to move anymore once you're
Then
in
you
the
can
circle.
fucking lay down.
Just can't fall asleep.
Yeah, that's. Dude, there's so many.
Yeah, it's a hard game.
No, that doesn't sound hard at all. I found the loopholes so fast. It's crazy. Without stabbing myself, I think I might be in. Just try it one time.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I could do it.
For the one time I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I didn't have to stab myself, like I said. Not good with that. I don't
No.
like it.
No, that doesn't sound fun. What this game and the knocking and everything does is it invites in the Midnight Man into your home. If your candle goes out, it means he's near. You could also hear whispers during the game, feel cold spots, and maybe even see the Midnight Man himself.
Have there been reports of people like trying to fist fight this fucker?
Oh, no, I don't think fist fight, but
Oh.
people have reported seeing him, being chased by him.
That's what might happen if we play the game. Who knows?
Maybe.
Might try to fist fight the fucker.
And then you'll know you won the game if you live. If you lost, you could either die or go insane.
Or become the 11:59 man.
Yeah,
The 12:01 woman.
maybe.
Who knows?
Now, I couldn't control myself. I do have a Reddit story that goes with this. Creepily enough, the person that wrote it, their Reddit account is completely gone, which I know isn't that crazy because Reddit's been around for a long time, but still. This is such a clear, like, here's what I experienced. I don't know what to make of it. What do you think type of story?
And it was written by the Midnight Man.
No,
Oh.
but I have to share it. It's kind of long. Are you
Okay.
ready?
All right. Do I have to stay awake?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Okay. The Midnight Game. I played it, and I was a complete moron. I need to tell this to someone. Okay, so a while ago, a friend of mine sent me an intriguing URL saying, I suggest we do this sometime. Of course, I'm talking about the Midnight Game, which everybody here has known about for a couple of years at least. I, like most generic Redditors, don't have belief in the supernatural, and I like to test little things like this as a way of amusing myself. And until this weekend, I've had zero respect for anything of this sort. I come into this sub to read creepypasta, but I've never had a genuine paranormal experience to the best of my knowledge. Just this past Friday, I remembered suddenly when my friend told me about the midnight game. Since I wouldn't have an opportune time to do this otherwise, as I live with my mother and she's been spending the night often at my grandparents' house to care for them, I call Ryan up and I ask if he's still in, which he replies, and this is verbatim, "Shit fucking yeah, I've been waiting for this call."
Why didn't this person tell me who Ryan is? Who's Ryan?
His friend that he plays with.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Splendid. Oh, the next sentence. My friend, who we'll call Ryan because his name is Ryan, picks up 2 giant-ass Morton salt shakers on the way over at around 10. All right, Ryan is basically the same as me. Smart-ass-ish about things like this, but still a little apprehensive of the dark. And, as he admitted when he told me about it, he would never do this on his own, but would totally if somebody else was with him. There's a back room in my house, called a Florida room, that is basically a quarter of the house's square footage, so we naturally wanted to include it so we would have as much space as possible. 11:55 p.m. Ryan and I are getting our materials ready so we can write, prick, and knock all in the allotted time span. Ryan suggests that we throw the fuse since turning on the lights means losing the game, but I don't really feel comfortable with fumbling around with all of that. We just need to be disciplined about not turning anything with power on, and we'll be good. 11:59 p.m. to 12 a.m. We execute our name cards really well, and I end up doing the honor of the knocking.
So good.
So good. Ryan helps me synchronize the knocks, and I get it right on the dot. We blow out our candles and re-enter, lighting them again. As soon as we both have things lit, Ryan lets out an "ooh," and we both laugh and relax a little. 12 a.m. to 12:45 a.m. You're supposed to move around or the Midnight Man is able to find you or something, so we creep slowly, tracing the wall and staying in the more open rooms. We start to go towards my bedroom, but Ryan says he feels like it would be too cramped. Both of our candles are doing just fine, and as the Florida nights are this time of year, the house is hot, as expected. As we walk around, we talk and joke a little bit, though we are definitely both nervous to some degree. 12:45 a.m. to 12:55 a.m. Ryan asks me if we're allowed to eat during the game. I actually hadn't a clue, and I told him to go for it if he can avoid opening the fridge, since I'm sure the light would disqualify us from the game.
Most likely, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I actually don't know what he ate because I forgot to ask and was distracted when he came back into the living room. With a full mouth, he says, "When is the Nightman supposed to arrive?" And god damn it, I wish he hadn't said that because I reply with, "Nightman? That's..." Yes!
Fighter of the day, man.
And in a moment I regret more than anything, I began to sing Dayman, champion of the Nightman.
Master of karate.
Ryan chimes in.
Did I write this?
I don't know. I was going to ask.
I don't even know Ryan.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So in an instance, both of us are singing The Nightman Cometh from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Doing that was the single most stupidest thing I did, because the night was not the same from that point on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Which if the Nightman doesn't like you making jokes, we would be fucked, so.
Oh, yeah, no, I fucking don't stop.
Yeah. 12:58 a.m. The only reason I remember the exact time is that I was looking at my watch by candlelight when the motherfucker just went out.
Your watch?
The candle. I thought that too at first.
Ah.
I didn't think I could panic like such a little girl, and I quickly relit it in no more than 5 seconds. "Shit, that was close," I say, or something like that, and Ryan looks at me silently. He makes a weird face, and I ask him what's wrong. "What did you say?" he asks me. And I repeat myself. I said, "Shit, that was close." And he waves his hand and says, No, I heard that. What did you start to say right after that?" Apparently, he had heard me whispering words immediately following what I'd said. We move over towards the bathroom and the hallway pretty quickly. 1:25 a.m. We've been walking around slowly, but with a bit more purpose than before. No more joking around, not much talking between us except necessary communication. We both feel a little more humbled than we had when we started. We both start to go from my bedroom and towards my mom's room, and that's when I look to the right and into the hallway bathroom. There's a fucking figure just standing in the tub, partly obscured by the drawn curtain. Our candles remained intact, so I grab Ryan's shirt firmly and speed walk towards the kitchen.
Chicken shit. That's how you know it wasn't me.
I
One,
would have
don't
thrown
have
up.
a mom. Two, too soon. Wait, I'm the one that made that joke. Fucking rude. Two, definitely not speed walking away.
I would have thrown up.
No, I'm closing that fucking door first.
No, you have to get too close. I wouldn't be able to do that.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm fucking locking that shit in there.
Ryan didn't even ask me what was going on. Once we got to the far end of the kitchen, I asked him if he saw it too. He did. At this point, Ryan asks me if there is anything in the rules that let you opt out of the game. He really didn't want to continue, but he was too scared to turn the lights on and find out what happened from there, so he continued with me. I don't know what I would have done if he left. 1:40 a.m., so about halfway through. We're staying in the kitchen and garage area, going back and forth between them, and I'm basically holding my breath whenever we go through a threshold, since I just expect to see him there. Things seem to calm down a bit, until at around this time I realize something horrible. Ryan, I ask, where's the salt you brought? I didn't ask him because I didn't know, but because I didn't want to have to say it. He answered just as I thought he would. Your bedroom. Damn it, damn it, damn it, son of a whore. We talk it over for a minute and basically conclude that we absolutely need the salt if things go wrong. We start towards my room. 1:45 a.m. Even though the kitchen and the bedroom are barely more than a 10-second sprint from one another, we don't dare do that. Any quick motion is basically just begging for your candle to go out, and I can't help but feel like running will provoke him. We inch our way towards the hall, and finally we have the same view of the bathroom that we had prior. I make myself look because I can't not. If he's still there, I want to know, and nothing. I just see a dark bathroom and nothing but that. I think that's the most relieved I felt all game, which is stupid because, as other players have mentioned, it seems like optimism is enough to draw him to you. I walk through the hallway and into my bedroom, and I can see the giant cylinders of salt sitting right in front of my computer monitor. As soon as I grab one of them, the room goes cold. Of all the fucking rooms in the house, mine never gets cold. My bedroom is the hottest due to shitty insulation, and yet I suddenly have the urge to shiver. I turn around immediately with the salt shaker in my hand and another under my arm, and motherfucker.
Fucking Ryan.
No.
Oh,
That would be a weird twist.
very weird.
1:47 a.m. Two things immediately catch my eye. One, I
The
don't
time.
I don't see Ryan, who had just been behind me up until the hallway to the
Told you.
bedroom. I do, however, see the glow of his candle coming from around the corner. I take a moment to wonder why he didn't come in to help me, since I only have one free hand due to the other holding the candle. And I get my fucking answer. 2. The subtlest, most disturbing bob of a head to my left, right over my bed. I swear to you all, there was a figure just sitting in the middle of my bed, and his head had just moved. Between the cold, the lack of Ryan near me, and now this man who is silently perched on my bed, I lose my shit.
Like Pennywise.
Yeah. Oh, God. I didn't want to visualize it. Now I am.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks. I run straight out the door, and my candle miraculously stayed lit. But I dropped the salt shaker that I had in my armpit, and I emerge with only one of them. I expect Ryan to get mad at me, but I round the corner, and his eyes are so wide that I become startled again. Go, 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 he says right before his candle goes out.
Ooh.
I feel awful for this, but I kept booking it back to the kitchen, turning around as soon as candlelight reappeared from behind me. I don't know how long it took him, but it definitely didn't exceed 10 seconds. I try to apologize to him, and he tells me that, in all honesty, he'd have done the same.
For sure, he probably would have.
Yeah. 1:50 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. We decided to basically avoid the east part of the house, since both times of seeing him involved him in my bathroom or bedroom. And the living room was where my candle had gone out the first time. We also discussed the salt shaker situation, coming to the mutual decision that if one of our candles fail, that person will circle themselves and give the salt shaker to the other person to continue on. At this point, that happening is my biggest fear. For Ryan's candle to go out, him to have to plant himself in the house, and me to have to go traversing on my own for the rest of it. Even though we had a 40-minute period of absolutely nothing, there wasn't a single ounce of relief to come with each passing minute. Relief felt like weakness to me, and weakness felt like something the Midnight Man would see. 2:30 a.m. to 2:40 a.m., we decided to go into the Florida room for the first time that night. It extends so long across the house that I feel like there are so many chances to just see him lurking. But I feel like staying in the kitchen and garage and dining area is going to do us in, so we enter.
Enter the Flora room.
Yeah. We have a tiny bit of light coming through the terraced windows from the streetlights on the avenue next to ours, but it is barely a glow. This room is still very, very dark, and we do the only thing we can think of, pace up and down it slowly, hoping that the last hour or so will go by quickly. 2:45 a.m. There was a futon at one end of the room. Ryan and I sat on it to rest for just a few minutes, since we'd basically been on our feet since midnight. Like an idiot, I let myself get hopeful at what time it was, how we would be done with this nonsense in a really short period, and how we survived the minute. Fuck. He's right there.
Where?
I look up and see the blinds parted just a smidgen. And before I even look up and see the darkened figure, I get off the bed and dart straight ahead. I run to about halfway through the room, and in the most terrifying second of my whole life, something comes crashing down on me. My overreactive imagination can only assume one thing. The Midnight Man materialized through the glass slider and pounced on me like a fucking hunter from Left 4 Dead. But after a second or two, I realized that what's on me is flat and scratchy.
Somebody threw a fucking blanket on him.
No. Ryan shouts out from behind. At first, I assume it's because he saw me get hit by the chunk of ceiling that had just swiped the side of my fucking head. But no. His candle had gone out again. Still holding mine, I turn. A great deal of pain still on my mind. To see him booking it towards me.
Oh, he's gonna knock you and your candle down.
Light your candle, I yell, but he doesn't respond to that. I notice now that he isn't even holding his candle anymore, but the salt shaker. He does something that I had never even thought of. He starts to pour a salt circle around the both of us, an amorphous boundary that seems to connect just fine, and is absolutely huge. Even though I have a lit candle, I'm inside of it with him, and his face looks absolutely horrified. I have a brief terror of, now I have to go play by myself for the rest of the night, which is followed immediately by a sudden realization. No, I don't. And I blow out my candle.
Silly, silly person.
Yeah. 2:50 a.m. to 3:33 a.m. Oh Christ, I almost don't even want to talk about this part. The first thing my mind conceives upon blowing out the candle is that I made a really fucking stupid decision. This is followed by reminding myself that I'm already in the salt circle, and that Ryan even says to me, "Good, I'm really glad you did that." The two of us are just sitting in the disgusting floor, the salt border honestly looking more like an acorn than a circle, but there aren't any gaps. We sit, and there is nothing but complete silence. My pupils are still getting cozy with the idea of dilating after all that candle time. But I swear I'm seeing movement over on the futon where we had been.
Now you definitely can't go check it out.
Yeah, no. I don't ask Ryan to turn and look with me. I just want it to end. Throughout the nearly 3/4 hour we spent in that cramped salt acorn, we both got chills at completely separate times. I heard a whisper, no, 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 like a mantra for about 30 seconds. And when
Yeah, that was probably Ryan.
Hold on. And when I look at Ryan to comfort him, I'm horrified to see that he isn't the one saying it.
Yeah, you thought, but it was dark. You blew
Maybe.
out your candles, fella. It was Ryan.
Maybe it's like us, where sometimes you like hear my thoughts, it seems.
It could be that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
For sure.
By the time my watch hit 3:33 a.m., we hadn't moved. We didn't leave the damn thing until at least 3:40. I would have done the exact same thing. Both slowly and silently, we got up and turned every light on in the house. The piece of the ceiling that fell was clearly part of an already deteriorating room. The rest of the ceiling had fallen last summer, but there was no activity back there since. The fact that another large chunk would fall just as we were playing the midnight game, right after seeing him and right as I'm underneath it, is staggeringly horrible. I have had horrible nightmares the past 2 nights. Horrible. People I know and places from my childhood, they'll be talking to me normally and calmly, and then suddenly their eyes are pupilless and their tongue is wagging. Almost as absurdly creepy as the original Evil Dead, only realistic in a way that I can't and will not describe. None of my dreams have involved the Midnight Man, but I can't help but feel like I lost. We shouldn't have shared the same salt circle, because that was never verified as workable in the rules. I shouldn't have blown out my fucking candle myself, even if I was in the salt circle. The circle was, as said, barely a circle. How the hell have past players managed to do a circle in the dark? I don't know if I'm being tormented or if I'm just paranoid. Ryan and I spoke the next day, and he had nightmares as well. But his had to do with drowning and being resurrected and drowning again. I haven't spoken to him yet today, so I don't know if he had another bad dream tonight. So that's that.
But yeah, that doesn't sound like a fun game at all.
No.
I'll give it no, I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah, I don't think. And if I did play it, it would be 10 lights on.
I would probably have a. You're not allowed to have lights on, so a candle on. That's
Yeah.
about it.
That's another thing I don't like about it is the rule. Like, there are clear rules, but not clear enough.
Yeah, what watch was this guy checking?
Yeah, because did it have a light on it or no? And then in the rules, it does say if your candle blows out, then you draw the circle. He was in a circle and then blew out his candle. Very scary. I would be interested in knowing how he's doing today, or how they're doing. I don't know for sure. But
Hopefully fine, both of them.
yeah, because that's scary. And then our final game.
If this is Ouija, I already know about it.
No, it's not Ouija.
Okay.
This is the elevator game. What you'll need to play, you'll never guess,
Is it gonna be an elevator?
an elevator.
Oh, you're gonna fucking break shit.
But in a building that has at least 10 floors. It's debated if you should play this game alone or with others. Some people believe it won't work if you're not alone, but people have had success both ways. You need to pick an elevator if there's multiple. It's very important that everyone playing always returns to the same exact elevator. You cannot exit one elevator and then return in a different one. So, you get into the elevator on the first floor. You have to start on the first floor. You press the button for the 4th floor. When it gets there, don't get out. Then, go to the 2nd, don't get out. Go to the 6th, don't get out. Go back to the 2nd, don't get out. And then, go to the 10th floor. Don't get out.
I'm fucked up, dude. I would just no. I'd keep pressing buttons and be like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
I know.
And end up getting out at one of the random ones and be like, what am I supposed to do?
I know. And you have to do it in order. That's the hard part.
And get in somebody else's elevator. For
But-
sure.
But finally, or not finally, next you go to the 5th floor. Here's where the rules change. It's here on this floor that a woman might enter the elevator. If she does, do not look at her. Do not speak to her. Press the button to the 1st floor.
Am I allowed to wear earbuds and sunglasses? That'll make it so much easier.
Maybe, yeah. If the elevator goes to the 1st floor, exit immediately and do not look back. The game's over.
Oh, you won?
No, well, you survived.
All right.
If it goes to the 10th floor, you've reached the other world. If you find yourself on the 10th floor, you get to decide your next move. You can either stay on the elevator and know that you made it to the next world and then return, or you can exit the elevator. If the woman is with you, she will ask where you're going. The same rules apply as before.
Don't fucking respond. Just
Yeah,
keep walking.
do
Pitter
not
patter. Let's get at
answer.
her.
If you decide to look around, you or your friend group will be the only ones on this floor. All of the windows will be pitch black, and there will likely be a glowing red cross in the sky. You can feel free to explore. It's basically a parallel universe. Things will seem almost the same as your actual world, but will be slightly off. Things might look different. It might be eerily silent. Electronics won't work.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. I hate when they do that.
When you're done, return to the exact same elevator and press the floor buttons you did before until you get to the 5th floor. So, like, starting over. You don't have to do it backwards. That was my first thought. I was like, I could never keep it straight.
Yeah, but doing it again, I'd still forget. I'd be like, what did we start with?
Mm-hmm.
So once you get to the 5th floor, you just like wash, rinse, repeat?
Kind of. Once you get to the 5th, you hit the 1st floor again. But it's different. If the elevator starts ascending again, as if it's going back to the 10th floor, do whatever you can to stop it. Press any other buttons. When you get out, make sure you are on the correct floor and make sure everything looks exactly how it should. If at any point someone random enters the elevator, the game is ruined and you have to start over.
No, so we can't play.
I know. That was my thought is, oh crap, there's no way we could be the only two in an elevator in Vegas for that many floors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in any of the fucking casinos at any period in the day, I don't believe.
No.
Not for pressing that many fucking buttons.
And I did see a story. It has a lot of buttons.
And
but
plus, most in the hotels we go to, I'm pretty sure you got to scan your key to get
and
to
it
the right
only takes
floor,
you to your floor, yeah. But also, I saw some stories from like 10 years ago of people saying that they played or they tried to play in Las Vegas and the people would like come and check on them and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Why are you pressing all these buttons?
Go. You need to get out
You're
of
on
here.
floor 19
Mhm.
of the East Tower.
Yeah.
This is the what are you doing here?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm too chicken to get in trouble, so.
I know you are.
Yeah. Also, if a stranger gets on and it's not the woman at the 5th floor, you have to wait until they exit to start over.
You can't like include them.
No.
Like, welcome
Unless
to
you
the
tell them
game.
about it and ask, do you want to play with us? And they say yes. Otherwise,
Like, welcome to the game.
yeah.
You're already in the middle of it. We're 3 buttons in, and after I get off at the 10th, you fucking got to reset. I'll
Yeah.
see you in a minute.
You can't do that.
Ah, shit.
That would be wild.
You got to restart anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I was already almost through it. Imagine you don't stop inviting people, and you got fucking 38 people in that elevator playing the game.
No.
Oh, that thing's breaking for sure.
Yeah.
Otis, you're going to hate this.
That's a different kind of fear. Ooh. Now, little tidbit. This game might sound familiar if you've heard of the Elisa Lam case.
I don't know who that is.
You do.
Oh.
Elisa Lam was a Canadian tourist visiting LA. She was staying at
Oh, shit. She went into the water tower.
Yes.
Okay.
In case you haven't heard of it, she was staying at the Stay on Main Hotel downtown, and on February 8th, 2013, her parents reported her missing. On the 13th, the police department released surveillance video footage that showed her behaving oddly near the elevator. If you haven't seen that video, she kept running in and out of it and clearly looked like she was hiding from something or someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She would peek her head out of the door and then duck back inside really fast. Like, it was pretty apparent.
It was eerie.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, she also pressed different floor buttons several times, even mashing all of them at one point, and the elevator wouldn't respond. Eventually, she walked away from the elevator, and that was the last time she was seen. Until February 19th, when she was found in a cistern, which is a large water tank, on the roof of the hotel. No one really knows how she died. Officially, it was ruled an accident, likely caused from her not taking her bipolar medication. But according to the internet lore, she was playing the elevator game. But that, I think, just adds such a creepy layer because it really does look like she might have been playing it. But even if she was like off her meds and playing it, I don't know, like,
Yeah, it's wild.
yeah. So, the elevator game, would you play it if you could find a hotel that would?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, 0 lights on. It's pitch black in this bitch.
What?
For sure.
I like the idea that it doesn't sound, well, if the Elisa Lamb case was just medication, just an accident, she wasn't playing, I like the idea that the elevator game sounds like there's, like, you can't get hurt.
Yeah, that's one of the qualifying factors for you.
Yeah, like it just sounds like you get to explore, which would be cool, like Alice in Wonderland, but yeah. But even the slightest chance of the Elisa Lamb thing being connected to the elevator game, I think scares me enough that I don't know if I would play.
See, I'm so inquisitive, I'd want to know, like, I'd have to find out through the game.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we have nowhere we could play it because I don't think I could decide.
Wait till you find out what we're doing this weekend. I found this wonderful spot.
Oh, gosh. So, yeah.
It's 11 stories.
Perfect. I do wonder, though, if there's a basement. Do you have to start at the basement?
No, 1.
1? Okay.
Yeah, basement's a different level. It's B.
That makes
But
sense.
what if they have a floor? And then a 1.
Yeah, or parking garage.
That's still basement usually.
Oh. I have questions. Like I said,
I do too.
I can't play a game without knowing all the rules well. But that is our scary game episode. We will do this again because...
No, you never answered. How many lights you leaving on?
Oh, I'd say 3 to 5. Yeah.
Out of the 10 floors?
Out of 10, yeah. Weird.
All right.
So yeah, that is our scary game episode.
It was.
Thank you for joining our little slumber party.
Thank you.
Thank you for hanging out with me on my birthday.
You're welcome.
If you or somebody you know has had a brush with the paranormal and would like to have that story read on the podcast, please email it to anxiousatbedtimepodcast@gmail.com.
Or if you guys played one of these funk-ass games.
Let us know.
Or a different one that's paranormal, spooky, or weird.
Yeah, if you've had any experience, even if it's boring, I want to hear.
For sure.
Yeah, and if you have recommendations for any games or games for us to cover, let us know.
And if it's Ouija, we know about it.
We do. We did a 3, 4, 5-part series on Ouija.
Go check it out.
It was long. You can find us on social media. We have a
YouTube, Threads, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. The world can be a scary place when some midnight man's trying to tear that ass up and you're falling through elevators or something. That, we're probably fine.
We're probably fine.
Good night, sleep tight. Don't be too anxious when the midnight man bites.